This is take God knows how many, because at this point I'm feeling like I'm not supposed to talk about this, but I'm gonna talk about it anyway. This is me. This is my birthmark. It is a white crescent moon. I was born with no hair, just this white crescent moon. And according to spirituality and folklore or godly, just being in the church, white hair has always stood for wisdom. And if you want to go folklore, it's supposed to be divinity. The moon itself means I am a divine feminine. I am going to ruffle your feathers if you are not a true masculine. And I wholeheartedly believe all of this. Now, people be like, oh, you're too much, you're this, you're that. But if you really have a problem with my personality, darling, you're going to have to take that up with my elders. You're going to have to take that up with the elders of those elders, because folklores were made hundreds and thousands of years ago, and anybody born with white hair is supposed to be touched by God, a divinity, time traveler, someone that has lived many lives and have come here to share their wisdom with you. And not for nothing, if you've been around me, you have learned a lot of things. I'm gonna share nothing but facts, and I'm gonna share the knowledge I have with you, because it just pours out of me, okay? So we're going to speak about my birthmark, and we're going to talk about why I am how I am. I'm very intuitive. If we're at a party and I'm like, yo, we got 10 minutes, we gotta go. And you're like, oh, I wanna stay. I'm like, sweetie, you can stay all you want to, but I'm out in 10 minutes. Every time I've done that and said that, there was a fight, there was a shootout, there was a stampede. It was always something. And whenever I was around people that made me doubt my abilities is when I ended up in the most bullshit. And I mean the most catastrophic things that I can actually I won't even want to explain. I've been through a lot of shit that I could have avoided if I would just listen to my intuition. And what's so funny is, if you're around me, you will pick up on the fact that I pick up on patterns very quickly. So I'll be like, oh no, that's not good, this is not that, this is not that. But this is my birthmark, and we're going to speak about, what it means in different type of lights. So my white hair in folklore mythology, basically across global folklore, from Celtic to Native Americans and Japanese traditions, a sudden or premature white streak in your hair often symbolizes a touch of the divine and suggests that a person is a medium, spirit kin, or bridging the gap between worlds. Now, if you know me, you know I used to speak to ghosts as a kid. I still feel them. I still, know what's going on when they're going on, but I don't really see them that much anymore, okay? Like, if you're here from my stories about, when I used to play with the ghosts as a kid, that was real stuff. My family will tell you many other stories that they remember of my little self telling them what was going on. Now, see, I done astro projected. I have went to Paris. I have went to China, and then I told my grandmother, and she freaked the hell out and was like, "Don't do that anymore. You need to stop doing that. Okay, you stay. Your spirit stays in your body, and you do not need to be traveling anywhere else. Don't do that, Katie." And you understand what I said? She was pissed. So I'm like, I never put two and two together that, okay, your white hair is because you were here before. I've always felt like I was out of place anyway. I felt like people never understood me, and I would pick up on the shit or their energy before they even let me know what's up. But because I don't know what the powers I had were for real, I would be like, you know what, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm bugging. Maybe I'm like you other humans. No, I'm really not. And it's okay. I'm realizing it's okay now to not be like everybody else. So mythologically and historically, Greek and Roman mythology, my crescent moon is actually a signature sign of a goddess associated with the night and the hunt, such as Selene and Artemis, which is basically, the resemblance of the bow these goddesses carried. Now, I'm a Sagittarius, and we have a bow and arrow. Come on. That's crazy. That's crazy. And esoteric and occult, the tarot astrology, the moon is associated with a subconscious mind, intuition, and hidden truth. My intuition be through the roof. Like I said, if we need to leave this party, we need to go now. And my subconscious mind, which is basically what was doing the astral projecting, right? Like, girl, stay with your body. Stop having your spirit leave your body. I was doing this at like 4 or 5. And I had to tell my grandma, like, yeah, I seen the big old metal thing, and it was shaped like a triangle with a whole bunch of lights, and the water around it is dirty. Girl, you ain't never been to Paris. She was like, you need to stop that. Whatever you're doing at nighttime when we sleeping with you, just stop it. Like, for real. An old or ancient soul. In many spiritual and metaphysical communities, white hair at birth signifies a soul that has lived many past lives. It is believed that such a person brings profound ancient wisdom and karmic maturity into their current lifetime. Rather than starting their spiritual journey from scratch, they are often seen as natural guides, healers, or time travelers who are here to assist others. Okay? Now, I just want to help everybody. I'm like, yo, you ever realize this about yourself? You ever peep this about yourself? And it makes me feel good. Like, I'm not perfect, and I'm always digging deeper to see what I can fix about myself, okay? But if you're around me and in my circle, believe me, if I notice something messed up about you, sweetheart, I'm going to point it out. I'm going to be like, you know you're toxic? Like, are you going to fix that? Okay, you know the way you're treating those people isn't good. Like, do you know this or do you know that? I'm gonna try to bring it to your attention. Okay, I've always felt like I've been here before. I just can't pinpoint. Like, I have deja vu like a mother, and it's like, oh, deja vu is your brain rebooting because it shut down in that moment and then restarted. Whatever bullshit they come up with now. But I'm like, no. I've been in this room. I've seen this. I know what's about to happen. I'm going to go this way because I know what's about to happen. And people be like, oh, you're crazy. Da, da, da. But I'll leave and the shit gets shot up. Explain that. I can't explain it. And what's so funny is when I was growing up, I would literally be riding my bikes and do whatever the hell I want to do. But I'm in a skirt. I'm in a dress. I'm going to be dressed really girly, but I'm going to be doing all the stunts and things that I want to do because I am nothing but femininity, and my crescent moon birthmark was definitely like a symbol of that, because femininity and motherhood in ancient and modern cultures, the crescent shape is tied to a feminine energy, fertility, and deep connection between the lunar cycles and biological rhythms. And what's crazy is my menstrual cycle, I don't get no cramps. I'm not in pain no whatsoever, and my shit comes on like clockwork, okay? So, and that's just crazy to me. And like, even the religious significance to the crescent moon is often paired with stars. I love stars. I love the moon, and it serves as a major cultural symbol in Islam. So that's representing like the lunar calendar, and it's track holy days, like holy times, like their Ramadan. I have a crescent moon birthmark, and y'all want me to be like, oh, chill out, be relaxed. My family, blame my family, blame the churches, blame all of these as to why I am how I am if you really cannot stand me as a person, because it's not my fault. And the mark of the divine and touched by God is basically what my grandparents would always say when I was born. Like, yo, you're blessed, you're favored. Like, the way they treated me from birth, I couldn't ask for any better, like, grandparents, and they made me feel like I was definitely divine. And to know that that's what my birthmark means, it's the mark of the divine. Many cultures view a patch of white hair as a physical blessing or a touch of God, the creator. In some folklores, it's affectionately known as the angel's kiss. It signifies that an individual is protected, favored, and possesses an innate, unbroken connection to the spiritual realm. Now, you know that, well, if you haven't watched my stories, you need to go ahead. But I'm just saying, I used to hang out with ghosts. I used to play with them, and I'd point them out. And sometimes I really couldn't tell the difference between a human and a ghost. That was my life at one point. And to know that now I'm an adult and whatever connection it was is not fully there anymore. It's like slightly broken, but I still feel it. I can still feel when someone's energy shifts. Like, the intuition is still there. And anybody that's ever been around me knows if I told you, oh, this isn't right, or be careful of this or do that. If they didn't listen, that shit went array. Even when I don't listen to myself, when I know for a fact something is definitely off and I don't listen to myself, I regret it every time. So from now on, I'm acting on the favors God have given me, and I feel everything. And oh, you're too much. Yeah, I might be too much for you because you don't have the depth that I have, and that is okay. But to know I'm not crazy, and to know that the folklores and the Bibles and all different types of religion know about the crescent moon and know about the white like hair, it's so crazy. But anyways, until next time, thank you for coming to my TED Talk.